Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Good to see you. Glad you're here. My name's Roy. This is Relentless Roy's Intuitive Tarot. I'm here today to I'm here to do a intuitive tarot read. I want to thank God. I want to thank Jesus. I want to thank the Holy Spirit. I want to thank the archangels, the ascended masters, my ancestors, and my past loved ones of peace, love, and light. As above, so below, as within, so without. So it's Sunday, 6/14. Just kind of putting around, doing a little this, a little that, taking care of business. TCOB. Planting some seeds. I want to see if they grow. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. As I see it, right? That's what I always like to say. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels, Ascended Masters, Ancestors, past on loved ones, peace, love, and light. For two, please. As above, so below. As within, so without. Right off the bat, we're gonna wipe the nose. Okay, Spirit, let's go. It's 80 degrees out right now. Sunday. Oh, let's play some tunes. There we go. Whoa. That's a whole stack. 2 cups popped out, but Holy Spirit, how are you? Okay, we got Chariot reverse. Turn that down a little bit. 10 of Wands. We go. We have Ace of Wands. Chariot reverse, 10 of Wands, Ace of Wands. Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, from what it looks like is maybe somebody's going to start over here. Oh, my ear's kind of ringing a little bit. One more card, please, Spirit. You go Chariot reverse, which is, you know, Chariot reverse, 10 of Wands. So you don't have, with the Chariot is like, hey, you're like a big shot, right? Like you've, says Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, possibly, right? Energy, right? Okay. You look at he showed up. He's got all his, he's got his chariot. He's got all the bells and whistles. He's got a magic wand right there, right? So with this in reverse, is like you're not able to show up, right? When you get there, right? When you walk it in, all you're carrying is that, like, right? So what do we got? Because the chariot's in reverse, there's a lot. Explain. Then you have an Ace of Wands. Page of Pentacles reverse. So Page of Pentacles reverse is like school's out, right? Depending on what it is. Right? Like Page of Wands upright is you're studying, you're learning, the reverse is you're putting it down, and now you need to go and focus on what you learned, rather, right? Kind of goes along with this chariot reverse. It's like the reason why you have to put that pentacle down, right? One more, please. Keep seeing the Nine of Swords popping out. It's weird. Ooh, Lord. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels, Son of Masters. That's too many. Too many, too many. Okay, we got King of Wands. Alright, I asked for one more. I got three. The Empress. Shit. What is this? King of Wands, the Empress, Page of Swords reverse. So these guys came out yesterday, I think. I had a King of Wands, and then I had the Knight of Swords. Now it's the Page of Swords today. Interesting. Yeah, this is picking up. What it looks like is we're picking up where we left off yesterday. Chariot reverse, so it's like you're not like victorious, right? You're right instead of driving your chariot to work, right, with your fancy clothes and everything, right? You gotta right, you gotta walk to work. And I don't want to say that like this is the king of or the ace of swords, but it's the ace of wands, right? Like, so you would say, yep, that's the truth, right? But it's that's a fact, right? Ace of wands. With the ace of wands there, it's like, you know, you can do it, even like with or without your fancy, with your fancy titles or your clothes or your car. You're still gonna carry the burden. And Spirit says you can do it. That's a fact. Right? Page of Pentacles reverse. School's out. Right? School's out for summer. Right? Younger energy, lover of, just enjoy. Boy, he's like watching the butterflies fly by. He's learning about life. This was reversed though. So it's time to put on your big boy pants. Right? Then we have a King of Wands here. Right? So King of Wands is like a leader, right? Think of fire. Uh, the King of Wands would represent Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't necessarily have to. This could actually represent the energy in which this Empress is in, possibly. I'm not sure here. Yeah, because it's hard to. I almost want to say the Empress is in the King of Wands energy. Right? Like, impatient, doesn't have time for like stupid stuff. Is a go getter, you know, that type of energy, right? King of Wands, right? Like, then so we have the Empress, which is abundance, beauty, caring, loving, compassionate, right? So now we have the Page of Swords reverse. So as you can see, he's going for a walk out on the trail, and he's kind of looking over his shoulder, curious. What's over here? What's that over there, right? Butterflies are also flying by, right? Okay, it looks like kind of a windy day. In reverse, though, this guy's paranoid. He's worried, possibly concerned. He's watching his back for sure. Could be issues, right? Tell us more, Spirit. Difficulties just come with, with life, So I'm trying to figure out. We had Temperance reverse. Okay, so underneath the Chariot reverse, Sagittarius energy, right? So there's something we're lacking in something. There's not. What's going on here? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, Archangels, Send the Masters. Ancestors, past on loved ones. Okay. Okay, here we go. Ace of Cups reverse. Okay, so this is not good. Temperance reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. We have the Knight of Swords. Upright. Yeah, so this, again, with the Knight of Swords, they want to, I'm seeing with the Ten of Wands, it's like a heavy burden to carry, right? That's a lot of work, right? With all the wands there, right? Possibly biting off more than you can chew. Then right below that you have the Ace of Cups reverse. So they want you like overworked and undervalued, right? Like Ace of Cups is your Ace of Cups reverse would be like uh, you're losing faith. You have no faith. You're emotional. Like bad. This is bad. Temperance reverse is also bad. That would be like giving way to addiction, right? That would be uh, flying off the hand. Like you're flying off the handle, losing control. You're emotional. You're carrying a bunch of weight on your shoulders. You get the weight of the world on your shoulders. That's what this is showing here. And then you got the Knight of Swords, who's working hard to what it looks like is to do this. It's the stabby Knight of Swords. Once more, High Priestess, bottom of the deck. Come on, Spirit. This is too many cards. What am I going to do with the whole stack? Cut it out, please. Clarify. Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Archangels, Son of Masters, Ancestors, past down low. Here we go. Okay, we got the World Reverse. Okay, don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Wow. That's under the Page of Pentacles reverse. To me, with today, I just gotta say, this is weird because yesterday the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords came out on like the second set. Today they're on the first set and they're right next. You got the King of Wands right next to the Empress, and right next on the other side of the Empress is the Page of Swords. Right, so they're like, to me, that means they're close. If you know what I'm saying, if you get what I'm trying to say here, is they're really close. And I see they're working. You got this Knight of Swords. Right above it's the Ace of Wands, so it's like they got some kind of a epiphany here. Some kind of a plan, something to Temperance reverse, Ace of Cups reverse. Right? The Chariot reverse is like car troubles too, right? Like I said, the guy's walking to work, right? You can't, what's going on here is you can't have fun. You can't love life. You can't enjoy life. You can't go walk in the meadow. Right? No, they want you like this. Where you're like, what do you mean? You're like, oh, I gotta go be an adult. I gotta go like do stuff that I don't want to do. And you have the King of Wands, who's King of Wands would be He's not in the reverse, but he would be agitated, right? Like, if you have a page of pentacles walking around, it's gonna probably tick this King of Wands off, because the King of Wands is trying to do King of Wands stuff, right? And so it's like this page of Wands is like, he's like, no, we're gonna make sure we get that out of the way. Right? We're gonna make sure we're ruling that guy's day, because that's not what I want. You know what I mean? You see what I mean? The contrast between the Page of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Right? You have, think of Pentacles stationary, or it's like an object. It weighs. It has mass. It's state. It's like Earth. Does Earth move? No, you have to move Earth, right? Then you have a King of Wands, which is fire, which is fast, which is moving. Fire, fire. I don't know. Look at it. It's like, no matter what this King of Wands does, it doesn't even, it makes it tougher, but it doesn't stop anything. Because right behind it's the Empress. Huh. The Empress could be a mother figure. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta pause. Sorry about that, guys. I drank about a gallon of water so far today, so I gotta go to the bathroom often. So, anyway, back to the reading here. Yeah. Looking at this reading, kind of, because the Empress could be a mother figure, right? And I got a King of Wands right next to the Empress, so that makes me think of like a fire sign mother figure. Then you have the Page of Swords, which is like somebody who's like, becoming, they're upset, bad. It's a Page of Swords. So upright, they're cautious, whatever. You see, he's looking over his shoulder, curious. Reverse, though, is like over exaggerated, like would be turning into somebody who's like they have videos online about ladies that attack skateboarders, you know what I mean, or stuff like that, right? You got a King of Wands, the Empress, Page of Swords reverse, a fire sign mother figure who's pissed off. And the King of Wands, which would be, right? Sorry, I don't want to waste you guys' time here, but I don't know if I can. I want to do my best with this reading here. Spirit, help me out. What's going on, Spirit? Because I don't want to get the wrong read. Right? Knight of Wands just popped out. Right? The Chariot reverse. right? Think of like the Nine of Pentacles reverse. It's like you're blocked, car troubles, you know, you don't pass go, you don't collect $200, right? You're not, right? Ten of Wands, you bit off more than you can chew, or you just, it's a lot, you're, like I said, he has to walk to work. With the Ace of Wands, you can do it because Spirit is guiding you. Spirit saying, you're strong enough to do this. Okay? Page of Pentacles reverse. With the Page of Pentacles, what? It's not. So it's not. This is like, it's unpleasant, possibly. Put down. Right, then you have a Page of Pentacles reverse. So it's like, you know what? It's no fun, right? Or, the guy said school's out. With all this behind it, though, it would be like the page. If you're upright, you got the Chariot reverse, Ten of Wands, Ace of Wands. Upright, you'd be okay, but in reverse, it's almost like you got no help. There's no one there to help you. You're all alone. You know, like say somebody you try to pick up the with the Pentacles. It's right. Like I said, it weighs. It has. So it's like he's picking up the phone, like, hey, blah 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 blah. But in reverse, I'm not quite sure. Spirit's got me in a doozy here. We're already at a half an hour. Lord. Let me just keep going with it. I do see with the King of Wands, the Empress, Page of Swords, it's like fire sign, mother figure was pissed off. But you can do it. So it's like with the Page of Pentacles reverses, with the Chariot reverse, the Ten of Wands, it took the fun, like it took the life out of you, or the love you have for life. That's why Spirit came in with the Ace of Wands. All right, let me hit the next set. Temperance reverse is like your Ace of Cups reverse, right? So that's giving way to addiction, and you lost your faith. Knight of Swords always like comes in, fights for truth and justice. But the way the Knight of Swords comes rolling in is like they want to attack. Then you have the World reverse after that, which would be, that's like the Chariot reverse. Similar to that is like you're stuck in a cycle of some sort, right? Like don't pass go, don't collect $200. Similar to the Tower reverse, where it's not a complete explode, you know, it doesn't totally blow up in your face, but you're stuck in it, right? You're stuck in whatever this is here. Tell us more, Spirit. What's going on, Spirit? You give me a curveball today. Please. Here we go. All right. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. The reverse, the Page of Pentacles reverse. I don't know. Is that money? It could be like, it could represent a lack of money, possibly. Right? Okay. On this, the last set here we have, or this, not the last, but the second set below here, the World reverse, and we have Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Loving, caring, compassionate, Queen of Pentacles, abundance, right? Grounded, lies under the King of Wands. So we have a King of Wands, and then right below we have the Queen of Pentacles. With the Page of Pentacles reverse, just above the World reverse, is that Page of Pentacles is stuck. It has to, the cycle has to repeat. So it's like you're not going to be learning something, you know, like you won't be learning something, or like I said, Temperance reverse is you fell off the wagon or whatever, right? Ace of Cups is reverse is you're like contemplating, you know, how miserable you are. Knight of Swords, the world. Spirit, what are you trying to tell me, dude? What the hell? What is this? That's what those are all about. Below the Empress is the Two of Cups. So that's a relationship of some sort. I'm just trying to, how do I relate to the Spirit? You know, the Empress, the King of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. Who are these people? The Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles reversed. Who are these people? Get a kick out of this. Seven of Cups reversed, which is, there's no illusion. Right? The fuzziness, like, you know, the daydreams, the nightmares, whatever, it's all cleared away. There's no confusion here, right? There's no delusion. So what is it then? Under the Page of Swords, so somebody's pissed off, what, for no reason? The Empress has a relationship of some sort here. Could be work, could be friendship, could be a lover. We don't know. King of Wands to the Queen of Pentacles. Is that the match? We have a fire sign and an earth sign. Correct? There's no delusion. This is, you know, we see that we can see through the fog. We have a fire sign, King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, Empress, So that's like a mother figure who's in the Page of Swords reverse. She's pissed off, agitated, over overly concerned. You know, when you look, it's kind of looking at this Page of Pentacles reverse, Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands, the Chariot reverse. It's almost like they see this fire sign Empress is what looking at the Page of Pentacles in reverse, who's plus heavily burdened. Okay, which with this King of Wands Empress, what she sees is pissing her off, I guess. Right? And then below that we have the Temperance reverse, Sagittarius energy. Under the Chariot is it's like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio kind of an energy, right? So that's a reverse. It could be Pisces energy, whatever. Easily, it's a reverse. Oh, so then what's the... Yeah, because the High Priestess is Cancer energy, right? Cancer and Pisces or whatever. So I believe the Chariot is at least 1, 2, or 3. Two of the three or whatever, right? So of the water side, right? And then you have Temperance, which is Sag energy, which is balance, but it's a reverse. Giving way, that's crazy, acting crazy, losing faith. Knight of Swords, repeating the cycle. Then there's a Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who, with the Empress above, there's a relationship of some sort, and it's clear to see. It's with the Page of Swords reverse above the Seven of Cups reverse, it would be like it's plain to see, but it's almost frustrating. Like, because the energy of the Page of Swords reverse is like, like too much. Like I said, it would be, like when you got people skating at the skate park or skating on the, on the street, and somebody comes over and tries to steal their skateboard, like that kind of energy. Like, I'm gonna steal your skateboard and call the police on you, right? But so that's, or that's. I'm not trying to say it's that much, but it's like they're agitated, right? Falling under the right, what falls underneath that is the Seven of Cups reverse. So the fog is cleared away, but then because of that energy above it, would be like, it's frustrating that somebody's like upset, or it's frustrating, this relationship, something's right, whatever the difference between this King of Wands Empress, Page of Swords reverse, and this Queen of Pentacles, Two of Cups, there's some kind of like frustration, there's emotion involved here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's clear, it's plain to see, we see, it's clear, right? Seven of Cups reversed, fog is lifted, we're not delusional, but we're with the cups, that's emotion. Page of Sword reverse. Overly emotional about this Two of Cups. Queen of Pentacles, Empress, King of Wands, right? Right? Looks like this Knight of Swords he's off. He's stuck in a cycle, and he's off in no man's land. Out there, no man's land. I just heard it was Bob Seger there. Alright. Alright, Spirit just flung out a bunch of cards. I'm going to take them. It's a lot, but we have Three of Swords. Sun reverse. Ten of Swords reverse. Page of Cups reverse. Four of Cups. Okay, right, so Temperance, giving way to addiction. Then we have the Three of Swords below that, which is heartbreak and sorrow. But in the upright, you have to carry on with life. You know, that would be like another scar or another notch or another broken heart, right? I just see with you have the Chariot reverse, Temperance reverse, and then you have Three of Swords. Somebody lost all their respect. Giving way to addiction is like acting out of control, and they are like miserable and tormented, right? Three of Swords, and they're like they what? Then you have the Sun. Sun reverses, so it's like it's a sunny day, but there's some clouds. Some clouds in the way. Like it's unlike think of the Seven of Cups. You're like in a daze, you're not sure. Like the Sun reverses. We can see everything, but there's a couple of spots that we are unsure of. You know what I mean? But when the clouds move out of the way, we'll be all right. Right? Ten of Wands, Ace of Cups reverse, the Sun reverse. Yeah, there's some heavy energy right up in here, right here. It's crazy. All right, carrying on. So, Three of Swords, Sun reverse, Ten of Wands reverse. So what I see here, the heartbreak happened, and we have to move on. And as we move on, so this it's cloudy and rainy, okay? And your heart or our heart was broken, okay? You're moving forward. The clouds are disappearing, okay? So the sun's coming out. The rainstorm, the clouds, the sadness is over. It's a little bit cloudy, but the sun's breaking through the clouds, okay? We're going to pull the Ten of Swords out of our back, right? We're going to shake it off. the insults, the injury, the lies, the cheating, the stealing, the fraud, the bullying and manipulation, all of it. We're going to shake it off. Page of Cups, reverse. Jeez. Out of the world. Under the world, reverse. So it's like, I don't know, I see like this Page of Cups having to repeat the cycle. I don't know. Like, Three of Swords, the Sun reverse, Ten of Swords reverse, then you have the Page of Cups reverse. Right? Page of Cups, upright. It's like somebody that wants to help, think of like a neighbor or a friend or whatever, you know, a shoulder to cry on maybe or something. The reverse, it's like emotional, controlling, even manipulative, right? Four Cups, right? So you have three, Spirit wants to give you another one. You don't see it, you're not paying attention, you don't care, you're too preoccupied with your Three of Cups. Three of Cups reverse at the bottom of the deck. That's the Four of Cups. Tell us more, Spirit. I see there's multiple people in this read. This, oh. Holy Spirit, holy angels. Okay, what do we got? Get the Lovers. Alright, Lovers right here flipped out. Under the Two of Cups. Right? The Empress, Two of Cups, the Lovers. Coming down. Okay, so that's going to be something. The King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have the Four of Cups. So they don't see it, even though it's plain, it's obvious. It's almost like looking at like two different stories here. Like, it's like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 6. You know what I mean? It's weird how the energy's coming out here. How I'm reading this deck here, these cards, like. Alright, one more, Spirit. Ooh. Five of Swords in reverse popped out. Okay, what do we got here? We have Seven of Wands reverse. Queen of Swords. And then the Six of Swords reverse. Energy at the bottom of the deck. Eight of Cups in reverse. Alright, so I'm sorry, guys. This is crazy. Cherry reverse, 10 of wands. Okay. Then the ace of wands. So even though, you say you got car troubles or your achievement goals are stunted, Spirit says, I want you to have this ace of wands. Page of Pentacles reverse is, you could say it could be, think of material. So a lack thereof. With the ace of wands, you have, right, ace of wands to the page of pentacles reverse. Right, so even though it's rough, you can still do it. Right, you know how to do it. You gotta do it. You gotta fix it. Right, King of Wands, Empress, fire sign, mother figure, mother sign, right, Empress, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who's overly stimulated, okay, or paranoid, maybe it has anxiety, right? Next, we have Temperance reverse, addiction, right? You're on the wagon, you fell off the wagon, you lost faith, Knight of Swords, air sign, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? With the Knight of Swords, air sign, the World reverse. So, like, as this is going on, okay, we have this Knight of Swords who gave way to addiction, lost hope, lost faith, and the World reverse is like, that's how it's going to stay. That's how we're staying. We're staying like that. Okay? And the woman on the card here is looking, though she's in reverse, she's looking up and over, not at the Knight of Swords, she's looking at the Queen of Pentacles. Earth sign, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who is in a Two of Cups, and it's the illusion, the confusion is out of the way. Like, the Queen of Pentacles sees a Two of Cups, and it's clear. There's no confusion for the Queen. She sees a Two of Cups, and there's no, you know what I mean? There's no doubt, maybe, right? Okay, now move further on. We have Three of Swords, the Sun reverse. So Three of Swords to the Sun reverse. We're getting over the heartbreak. We're moving forward, shaking out. We have Ten of Swords. We're gonna pull the swords out of our back, which looks like this Knight of Swords was working. You have Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Like, so this Ace of Swords was working really hard, and it looks like in doing so, they dug themselves a hole to fall in or something, right? And then below the World is the Page of Cups, which, if you ask me, for whatever reason, it reminds me of the Knight of Swords over here, right? I don't know why. So, because the World, and then you have the Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles reverse. the World reverse, then you have the Page of Cups reverse. So it's weird because you have somebody who's like Page of Pentacles reverse, say that's using it an example as like Pentacles is money, right? So say you got the Page of Pentacles reverse, right? Think of it as like is a little bit of money, right? Page of Pentacles, younger energy, a little bit of money. The World reverse is repeat the cycle. You're stuck, stagnation, almost, right? And then you have the Page of Cups reverse. Reverse, it's like there's no emotional intelligence. I don't see where this Page of Cups, you have all this and then it shows the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, right? Water, Page of Cups is water. So I don't know. This could be the Page of Cups could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Right? I don't know. You know, like just the energy that it holds in reverse to the Four Cups. Page of reverse has a cup, and then you have the Four of Cups. That's 5 cups. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is a tough read. Then you have the Lovers. This is crazy because it's like when you see the Nine of Swords going this way, right? Like this read's going that way. Nine of Swords is going that way, and then just below it, all it's like this. All this is like the reverse. You have Three of Swords, the Sun, Ten of Swords, and then you have a Page of Cups. The World is above it. It's like somebody fell into addiction, lost faith, hit the bottom of the barrel, okay? While this other stuff's going on. Other things are going on in the world. And then now, after they hit bottom, Three of Swords, the Sun reverse, Ten of Swords, and then boom, they spring up out of nowhere, right? They come out of nowhere and they're like, oh, hey, I'm the Page of Cups reverse now. Right? Like they went full speed into addiction and, you know, they hated themselves. They hated, like, they just went all the way to the deep end and then came back. When they came back around, they felt betrayed. They felt sad. The Sun reverse is like the cloud, like, I see the truth. You know, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a revelation. You know what I mean? The clouds, and then like the Sun reverse is like, yeah, I'm beaten, but I'm not broken. Like, I'm here, even though I have scars to prove it. Pull the Ten of Swords out of your back, right? And then they show up like this Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords now wants to come up and be like, hey, I'm the Page of Cups, reverse, which is like still emotionally, retarded. Like we didn't want your help in the first place. Now you're here and you're like useless. Get out of here. Wants to give you a cup. The Page of Cups wants to give you a cup, but Spirit says, here, I have a 4 of Cups for you. Right? Underneath the 2 of Cups, the Empress, the 2 of Cups is the Lovers. Okay? So this guy's still trying to get in. Still wants to hang out. Get out of here. You have the 2 of Cups, you got the Empress, the 2 of Cups, the Lovers. So there's a relationship here that's like bada bing. Okay? 7 of Wands reverse under the 7 of Cups reverse. Under the Page of Swords is like people could be watching. Page of Swords reverse. This Empress could be being watched. This Queen of Pentacles is not confused, but is frustrated of some sort, right? Because of this Page of Swords energy. And then below that, 7 of Cups reverse is the 7 of Wands, which is more clarity. 7 of Cups reverse is clarity. 7 of Wands reverse, clarity. The Lovers, clarity. Queen of Swords, right, is not taking any, right? Queen of Swords is like sitting on the throne. People, walk over and say, hey, can I, you know what I mean? Think of like, when you're a kid, right? You go, can we watch TV? The Queen of Swords says, no. Get your homework done. Then you can watch TV. Can we have ice cream? Right? Queen of Swords says, no. Go clean your room. Right? Can we go outside and play? Blah, blah, blah. No. You have school tomorrow. Go to your room, clean your room, do your homework, and go to bed. Queen of Swords, right? And then you have, kind of makes sense now, you have the 6 of Swords reversed, which is the secrets about what's going on are exposed, but thank goodness you're free from it, right? You don't have to deal with it. Because it's these guys, you know what I mean? You're over here, we're here. These guys are over there. All their secrets and everything are exposed. And they are shameful. Away from you. Away from... Right? Queen of Swords says, get out of here. Right? Page of Cups reverse. Get out of here. Is the hardest part. 8 of Cups reverse, which means we're not going nowhere. We're sticking around. Wait. Alright, so we're at an hour here. Recap. We have a Page of Pentacles in reverse, which looks like there's issues here. We have Chariot reverse, 10 of Wands. Like, so there's difficulties, right? Spirit says, I don't care. I want to help you out. There's a King of Wands Empress who's watching this. Sees this Page of Pentacles having trouble, it looks like. This King of Wands Empress is possibly either annoyed or frustrated, or they're being watched. Moving forward, we have a Knight of Swords who's what it looks like this air sign, for whatever reason, has tried to attack this earth sign, Page of Pentacles, right? This air sign is or was, right? So it's like they were attacking this person's sobriety, they were attacking their faith, you know, their balance. This Knight of Swords was attacking somebody. This what it looks like to me is this Page of Pentacles reversed. Their faith and their their balance, what they want to do. You know what I mean? All of that. But as a result, it looks like the Knight of Swords actually fell into their own trap. If you follow what I'm saying, because the world's here, it's in reverse, so they have to repeat that cycle. What they put on the table was Temperance reverse and the Ace of Cups reverse, which is, manipulation and like lies and false, you know what I mean, like manipulation and lies, and they have no faith. You know what I mean? They believe in worldly things. This Knight of Swords, right? That's what they're all about. They're all about the party life. They're all about, you know what I mean, worldly things. Because the world's in reverse. They got caught up in their own mess. So they're going to have to repeat the cycle. Something like that, right? Or they're in this cycle of back, like, they hate themselves, they hate the world, they're fighting addiction, they're doing this, right? They have no faith. Meanwhile, while that's going on, you got a Queen of Pentacles, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who's in a Two of Cups, and sees the Two of Cups, right? They see a relationship, they're clear about it, right? They understand. As we move forward, we have Three of Swords, the Sun reverse, Ten of Swords. So to me, it's like this Knight of Swords is trying to, because they're repeating the cycle. They didn't get to go. They didn't pass go. Okay, so they didn't get to come along with this Queen of Pentacles. They're not involved, right? They don't get the Two of Cups. They're not involved, right? So they're repeating the cycle. So that when we go, when the cycle starts over again. Now they come back feeling, because they're not healed. They're still in Temperance reverse and they're still in Ace of Cups reverse. They're out of control and they have no faith, right? The two of those combined, Ace of Cups reverse and the Temperance reverse, is like demonic. Okay, this is somebody who's out of control, probably addicted to drugs, and it has no heart. Is like, you're looking at the devil almost, like just before the devil. Anyway, because they're stuck in that cycle, right? The world reversed. They're stuck. This air sign, Knight of Swords, is stuck, going around and around, day after day. Here they come in the Three of Swords, saying like, "Oh, but you hurt my feelings," whatever. But we all see the truth. Like, we see who you are. There's no cloud, like the clouds and the fog. We see what you've been doing. It's in reverse. You know what I mean? Like your Three of Swords, whatever, right? Like, it's seen what's happening, what you've been doing, right? And the Ten of Swords falls underneath the Knight of Swords, and they fell when they dug a pit. They fell in their own pit. You follow what I'm saying? They dug a trap with this Ace of Cups reverse, Temperance reverse. They dug a hole for somebody to fall in this Page of Pentacles. But what happened was, because they got too carried away in the Knight of Swords energy, they slipped and fell, and they landed on their own swords. Now it's in reverse, so they want to pull the swords out of their back, okay, because they're repeating the cycle over and over again. They're crazy. And after they do that, they want to come over and be like, "Hey, I'm over here. I'm okay. I want to talk to you. But you're useless, and we don't like you. And like, what do you have to offer? Nothing. And Spirit says, don't take the Page of Cups, the reverse cup, because you already know what's in it. Here, right? Spirit says, here, I want to give you a Four of Cups. When you look, it's the Lovers, which falls under the Empress, the Two of Cups, the Lovers. Okay? That's a match. That's a relationship. Archangel Raphael is going to set it up. Right? Below the Seven of Cups reverse is the Seven of Wands, which is my energy is directed specifically. This, you know what I mean? This clarity. I know what I have to do. In the Queen of Swords, which is get out of my way. I don't want to talk to you. I don't, you know what I mean? I know what I have to do, right? Queen of Swords, which is pointed right at the Queen of Swords is looking right at this family who's embarrassed and ashamed, and they're exposed for what they've been doing. It has nothing to do with you. You're exposed. We know what you're doing. Go away. And they're trying to hide. Energy at the bottom of the deck. I'm skipping. Running out of time here. Ten of Cups, reverse. I'm not going nowhere. Here to stay. Alright. I'm glitching. Peace, love, and light. Be good. Stay out of trouble. You'll be alright. Pray. Thank God. Thank Jesus. Thank the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Archangels, Ascended Masters, ancestors, and past on loved ones. Enjoy your weekend. God bless. I love you guys. Be good.